how'd you like a snowball sandwich? Maybe like another one.
Listen, jerk. When I tell you to come, you better come. What, are you gonna cry now? Come on, cry, baby, cry for me. Come on, cry.
Deep in the recesses of my brain, a tiny red-hot little flame began to grow. Something had happened. A fuse blew, and I had gone out of my skull.
Hey, kid! I'm killing myself! Hey,
Over them nipple bang gunk stinking piss.
Ralphie, did you hear what he said?
Holy smokes!
I have since heard of people under extreme duress speaking in strange tongues. I became conscious that a steady torrent of obscenities and swearing of all kinds was pouring out of me as I screamed.
Ralphie!
Come on. We're going home. Come on.
What's going on, guys? Bart here with Totally Television, and today we're going to be getting into a retro blast. With the Christmas season, the holiday season coming up, last year we did a couple of retro blasts of Frosty and Rudolph and that Christmas movie with Patch, where Dudley Moore plays Patch. And I want to go, we went with the classics last year, and then this year I'm going to start off with a personal favorite of mine, A Christmas Story, okay? Great Christmas movie. Was released November 18th, 1983, directed by Bob Clark, written by Gene Shepard. This was originally a book about Gene Shepard's life, and the set of circumstances range throughout the year, but this particular section revolves around Christmas. And he's also the narrator of the adult version of Ralphie throughout the movie. We have Peter Billingsley as Ralphie, Melinda Dillon as Mom, Darren McGavin as the old man or the dad, Ian Petrella as Randy, the younger brother of Ralphie, Scott Swartz as Flick, R.D. Robb as Swartz, funny, Zach Ward as Scott Ferguson, and Teddy Moore as Miss Shields, his Ralphie's teacher. Now, I love this movie. I've always loved this movie. We even have a little... Where we are here. There we go. Can we see that Christmas Story? Did we get to see that? I don't know. But here in New York, TNT, the channel TNT, usually shows it Christmas Eve to Christmas Day on a 24-hour stretch. I definitely watch this movie at least once a year around Christmas every year since I've been a kid. Besides It's a Wonderful Life, this is probably one I've seen more times than I'd care to admit. But pretty much the premise is that Ralphie's ultimate Christmas gift is a BB gun rifle, okay? So he can go out and pretend he's a cowboy and stuff like that, right? But when he'd leave clues in his mother's magazines with the advert for the rifle, or when the teacher asks what you want for Christmas and he thinks he writes a killer essay about it, he even attempts to go to Santa Claus to plead his case. And every turn that he makes in regards to asking for this BB gun, it's, you'll shoot your eye out. And it's becoming massively frustrating for him because, he's at an age in the movie where he's tired of, like, baby toys, like little kid toys. He wants to be a man. The father is a great character in the movie. He has a constant struggle with the furnace. The curse words that he spews weave such a tapestry that it lingers over the local lake there, according to Ralphie. And so yeah, him and the furnace are always fighting, and he's always fighting with the neighbor dogs. The neighbor's dogs are like a pack of wild dogs, and they're coming to play shortly in this review. The mother's such a sweetheart in this movie. You couldn't ask for a better mom. The little brother, his storyline is he always gives a problem eating. So, he's kind of like a 6 or 7 year old in this movie. So, if you have kids, you can kind of understand sometimes their pickiness for food. His friends, Flick and Swartz, they just try to make it through the day together. And Scott Ferguson is the local bully. He wears a raccoon skin hat, and he just is a real terror to everyone in the neighborhood as far as the kids are concerned. Some of the more memorable scenes in this movie is when Flick is triple dogged dared to lick the metal pole outside during freezing temperatures, and he's convinced nothing will happen to him. But as he licks the pole, the tongue gets stuck to the pole, and now he's definitely stuck there. And they wound up having to call, the teacher wound up having to call like the police and fire department to help him because it's, if you try to pull your tongue off like that, you're going to definitely tear something on your tongue. I don't know how the fire department gets you off of something like that, but he comes in with a big bandage on his tongue, and he doesn't rat no one out or not like that. I mean, he was the idiot that licked the fucking pole, but he's smoking pole, baby. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was definitely a memorable part in the movie. Another memorable part in the movie is when Scott Ferguson corners Ralphie in an alley, and at that particular day, Ralphie was really down and out because his essay didn't go as planned, and he really was just aggravated at life. And here he comes. Yo, I'm telling you, Ralphie was hit with such a snowball and such a force that it looked like someone was, really trying to throw the snowball at him. But, it looked like it got him good, all right? And it's Scott Ferguson. and the glasses fall down, and he's just so disheveled, Ralphie. And Scott Ferguson is like, what are you gonna do? Cry like a baby? Cry for me, baby! Cry for me, baby! And just becoming more antagonistic to Ralphie as his eyes well up with not fear, tears of fear, but tears of rage, right? And he snaps. Like, finally, like you should do at any bully, he snaps, okay? And he jumps on Scott Ferguson and just is wailing on him, right? And I mean, he's not actually saying curse words, but he's going flippin', flapping, whatever. And you kind of know, like in real life, if it was, you'd be like, oh, mother effer, whatever, right? And the kid brother gets the mother, because it's literally down the road, like a few houses away. And the mother comes and takes him off and calms him down and stuff, and his glasses got a little broke in the process, and she kind of gets what happened, because Ralphie is not that type of kid, right, to just be beating up people for no reason. So she brings him home, cleans him up, and he's worried, man, like the dad is gonna bug out or whatever like that, and the little brother's hiding, crying for Ralphie, because he's like, Daddy's gonna kill Ralphie. And Mom's like, oh, relax, right? Mom got it, right? This time Mom is going to take care of it, right? So Dad comes home, he puts away the jacket and all that, and sits down for dinner and stuff, and, he's asking as he's looking at the evening paper, how'd the day go, whatever like that. And Mom is like, oh, it went great and everything, and she's like, Ralphie got into a little scuffle and broke his glasses, but everything's okay. It's not a big deal or whatever like that. And Father's just like, oh, okay. Yeah, we'll get him repaired, whatever. And goes back to, because he likes to do crossword puzzles in the newspaper too. And Ralphie realizes, oh, shoot, Mom really looked out for me. And he even says, as the narrator, that stuck with him all his life, that his mother, didn't really make it a bigger deal because she understood what it was that happened. Another hysterical scene in the movie is when the father finally wins a prize from the crossword puzzles, right? He does all these tries to win all these prizes, and finally a prize comes. And it comes in a big box, wooden box, and it says fragile on it. And this is a joke I kind of do these days, ever since then, is he'll sit there and be like, fragile, the father, right? It must be fancy, it's fragile. And the mother says it says fragile. Fragile means indestructible in French, I think, right? But they finally open it up, and it's a leg lamp, okay? So if you've ever seen a leg lamp during Christmas time and you're wondering where it came from this movie. And the father proudly displays it in the window, and the mother hates it, okay? And Ralphie's just, touching the leg because the leg is like a sexy leg that would be attached to a woman, right? And the mother finally breaks it on accident, right? And he tries his best to fix it, and there's no fixing it, and just that whole scene is hysterical. Finally, there's a couple other scenes too that I don't want to spoil everything in the movie if you're yet to watch it. When Ralphie's helping change the tire with his dad, I thought that was a funny scene. So near the end, when Christmas finally comes, everyone does their presents. One of Ralphie's aunts sent him a pink bunny, a pajama set that looks hysterical on him. And once Christmas starts to wrap up, it looks like Ralphie didn't get his BB gun, but there's a secret present hidden behind the radio. And the dad is like, "What is that over there, Ralphie?" And he goes in. It's the BB gun, the Red Ryder BB gun rifle that he's been pumping into action and all this, right? And he gets his jacket on and goes outside to do target practice and stuff. And the kid nearly shoots his freaking eye out. If it wasn't for the glasses on his face, he might have shot his eye out. And he lies and says an icicle hit him because he doesn't want to have the gun taken away the first 5 minutes of finally getting the ultimate gift, right? And everything is fine until the neighbor's dogs come in, bust in through the back door, and eat the whole Christmas turkey, okay? Christmas dinner's ruined, but this is a Christmas they'll never forget because they wind up going to the Chinese food restaurant for Christmas dinner and wind up having duck. And that's kind of where the movie ends. And that's where we start wrapping up this review. I really think that this is a great, wholesome movie to sit down with your family, pass it on down to your kids, make it a Christmas tradition, because I think that every family that gets together for the holidays, whatever holidays you celebrate, Christmas, Passover, Thanksgiving, right? These type of holidays will always have some goofiness happen that will just make you remember that event for the rest of your life. Some more than others, for sure, but this was definitely a Christmas that Ralphie and his family will never forget. And that's kind of the goal of every family, to make this the best year that we can, right? And I just think that you and your family will really enjoy this. And that's where I leave you at the beginning of this Christmas season. And we'll get a couple more Christmas movies in for sure. But you let me know what you think of A Christmas Story. But until next time, peace, Stickums! You shut your eye out!